Hey guys, welcome back to part 7 of this series where I share with you the process of making this umbrella dress. I just want to say thank you to those of you who have been following along this process with me. It's been a while since I last posted. Things got a little busy, but I'm ready to jump back into things, starting out by matching up my notches and pinning my lining panels together. Once everything's pinned together, you can take it to the sewing machine and begin sewing all your panels together. You'll notice here that there's like a lot of whippling in the waist. I don't know why I just turned into a toddler. I meant rippling in the waist. Anyway, to remedy that, we're going to make small triangular cuts into the seam allowance and then press it open. I'm using a ham and a clapper just to get around those curves and make sure everything's nice and flat. As I mentioned in the previous video, this is a poly satin lining, so it does fray a lot, which is why I'm using a lighter right now just to kind of melt the fibers and stop it from fraying further. Once the lining is sewn and pressed, I moved on to pinning it to my dress form just to see what it was giving. It was giving what needed to be gave, so I was ready to move on. The following steps are the same as when we were just working with the lining. We're just gonna match up our notches and pin the foam pieces together. Once the foam panels are pinned, you can take it to the machine and begin sewing through it. I'm using a little screwdriver to help feed the foam through the machine just because it was a little tricky. And then we're doing the same steps as we did with the lining, just cutting triangular pieces into the seam allowance. Again, this helps reduce wrinkling and allows the seams to lie flat and be crisp after pressing them. Then just press, clap, repeat until all the panels are completely pressed. After all that pressing, I pinned the foam layer to the dress form to check my progress, and she looks cute. So I was ready to move on to working on the shell. And yes, you guessed it, we're gonna be doing the same steps that we did twice before, except this time it's gonna be with the shell fabric. In this case, I used a vinyl, which was really annoying to sew. It kept sticking to itself, and especially when you have curved seams, you're gonna have to clip into it like I'm doing here a lot of times. Again, the clipping is important because it helps reduce that rippling that you might get when working with such a stiff fabric and curved seams like I am here. Then press, clap, repeat. Once all my seams are pressed, I moved on to top stitching. I use a medium length top stitch, but I probably would have used a longer one if I was to do it again. Then I went back to my dress form and pinned the shell to the dress form again to check the progress. I roughly pinned all 3 layers to the dress form, so this is not its final form, but I'm super satisfied with the way it's looking so far. And I think it's gonna eat once I put the boning in, which I'll be showing you guys in the next video. So until then, thank you so much for watching. Bye.